Sometimes, the people you trust the most are the ones who hurt you the deepest, not because they are stronger, but because you couldn't read them in time. Let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, in a quiet town, surrounded by tall trees and narrow streets, there lived a young man named Daniel. Daniel was honest, kind, and always respectful. But he had one big problem. He trusted people too easily. His friends borrowed money and never returned it. His co-workers smiled at him, but spoke badly behind his back. And sometimes, people lied to him right in front of his face, and he could not see it. This made Daniel feel confused. Why do people say one thing and mean something else? He often asked himself, why can't I understand them? Have you ever felt like this? Like you were trying your best, but people still hurt you one evening. After a long, tiring day, Daniel sat alone in a small park. The sky was dark, and the wind was cold. He watched people passing by. Some were laughing, some were talking, some were quiet. But suddenly, he noticed something strange. Everyone looked happy, but not everyone felt happy. He could feel it, but he didn't understand it. Just then, an old woman slowly sat beside him. She had calm eyes and a gentle smile. Why do you look so lost? She asked softly. Daniel sighed. I don't understand people, he said. They smile, but they lie. They promise, but they break it. I don't know what is real anymore. The old woman looked at him carefully. Do you really want to understand people? She asked. Daniel nodded quickly. Yes, more than anything. The old woman smiled. Then stop listening to their words, she said. Start watching their truth. Daniel looked confused. What do you mean? The woman leaned closer. People speak with their mouths, but they reveal truth with their body. Daniel stayed silent. This was new to him. Tomorrow, the woman said, come to this park again. Sit quietly and observe. Don't talk. Just watch. And before Daniel could say anything, the old woman stood up and walked away. The next day, Daniel returned to the park. He sat on the same bench, and this time, he did not look at faces only. He looked deeper. First, he saw a man talking loudly on the phone. Yes, I am very confident, the man said. I am not worried at all. But Daniel noticed something. The man's hands were shaking. His feet kept moving. His eyes looked tense. Daniel thought, if he is so confident, why is his body so nervous? Then, he remembered the old woman's words. Words can lie, the body cannot. Next, Daniel saw two friends sitting together. One was talking happily, the other was smiling and nodding. But something felt strange. The second friend's smile was small. His arms were crossed tightly, and his body leaned away. Not closer. Daniel understood something important. Even if someone says, I am happy, their body may say, I am uncomfortable. Have you ever noticed this? Then, something even more surprising happened. A well-dressed man came and sat near a poor old vendor. The rich man spoke kindly. Don't worry, he said. I will help you. But Daniel watched carefully. The man kept checking around. He lowered his voice when people passed. And when no one was looking, his face changed completely. The kindness disappeared. Daniel's heart beat faster. Some people are only kind when others are watching, he whispered. That evening, Daniel waited in the park. He hoped the old woman would return. And after some time, she did. She sat beside him again. So, what did you see? She asked. Daniel spoke excitedly. I saw that people don't always mean what they say. The old woman smiled. Good. You are learning, she continued slowly. Let me teach you 3 powerful truths. Truth number 1, she said. When someone is too perfect, be careful. Daniel frowned. What do you mean? Real people are not perfect, she said. If someone always says the right things, always acts perfectly, they may be hiding something. Daniel thought about it. He remembered a coworker who always acted too nice. But somehow, things always went wrong around him. Now, it made sense. Truth number 2, she said. Watch the eyes. Daniel leaned forward. The eyes show real emotions, she explained. A real smile reaches the eyes. A fake smile does not. Daniel remembered many faces. Now he could see the difference. Truth number 3, she said softly. Pay attention to what people do, not what they say. Daniel repeated slowly. Actions, not words. Yes, she said. Words are easy. Actions are truth. Over the next few days, Daniel practiced everything. He watched people carefully, and slowly. Everything became clear. When someone said, "I trust you," but avoided eye contact, Daniel knew something was wrong. When someone promised help, but kept making excuses, Daniel saw the truth. When someone smiled, but their eyes looked cold, Daniel understood. But then, something unexpected happened. One day, Daniel stood in front of a mirror. He looked at himself, and suddenly, a strange thought came to his mind. What about me? He stayed silent. Am I always honest? He asked himself. He remembered something. Sometimes, he said, I'm fine, when he was not. Sometimes, he smiled, even when he felt hurt. Sometimes, he agreed with people, just to avoid problems. Daniel took a deep breath. I am also hiding things, he realized. The next day, he went to the park again. The old woman was there. Daniel sat quietly. I understand now, he said. The woman looked at him. Tell me, she said. Daniel spoke slowly. Reading people is not just about others. It is also about understanding myself. The old woman smiled. Yes, she said. That is the final lesson, she continued. When you understand people, don't judge them. Everyone is fighting something inside. Everyone hides pain, fear, or insecurity. Some people lie because they are afraid. Some people pretend because they feel weak. Daniel listened carefully. So, what should I do? He asked. The old woman looked at him kindly. See the truth, but choose kindness. Understand people, but protect yourself. Do not hate them. Just learn from them. After that day, Daniel changed. He was still kind. But now, he was also wise. He trusted slowly. He observed quietly. And he understood deeply. People started noticing something different about him. They felt safe around him. Because he did not judge, he understood. And the most beautiful thing, Daniel was no longer confused. He could see clearly. Not just people, but also himself. So here is a question for you. When someone smiles at you, will you only see the smile? Or will you look deeper? Remember this. Not everything you hear is true. Not everything you see is real. But if you stay aware, if you observe carefully, you can understand people faster than you think. And one more thing. Use this knowledge wisely. Do not use it to judge others. Use it to grow. Use it to protect your heart. And use it to become a better human. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like this video. And tell me in the comments. Have you ever felt that someone was hiding something from you? I would love to read your thoughts. And if you want more stories like this, make sure to subscribe.